I've been plugging away at making these videos for over a year now, and this channel finally has a couple subscribers. I got those in a very strange way. When I made that Giorno video, it meant a lot to me, and I really thought it was something that might catch on. And I released it right as the Part 5 anime ended, which seemed like a perfect time. But it just got like 1,000 views and then died. Then randomly 7 months later, it exploded out of nowhere. And that event gave me about 98% of my lifetime views. That gives me quite a few questions about who is currently subscribed to this channel and why they would be, but ultimately I think it'll work out. I do think that Giorno video is very representative of the spirit of what I try to do on this channel, though not necessarily content. I better clear this up now. This is not a JoJo channel. If you looked at my other videos, you probably already realized that, but going forward, you can expect a consistency in tone and kind of spirit on this channel. Do not expect consistency in what I cover. For the most part, I expect it to stay focused on anime, but I don't plan on covering the same show twice anytime soon. I actually expect that the next few videos will be me playing catch-up over ideas I had in the fall. Winter was a fantastic season, but it was almost too good. A lot of the shows are just great, not much to say beyond that. I doubt very many of you subscribed because you were expecting an endless stream of JoJo videos, but on the off chance you were, that's not what this is. That said, I want to announce I did start a Patreon. The tiers are total bullshit. I expect I'm going to change them up as I go forward, but for the time being, nothing to give but gratitude. If that doesn't appeal to you at this time, none of my shit's going to be behind a paywall. Don't worry about it. That said, if you want to donate to me, there is a Patreon rule. I have a lot of respect for CPG Grey. He did his Patreon video that really stuck with me. His main rule is that you cannot donate if you're a student, and that is not what I'm saying. If you are in college, you are either already rich or should probably drop out because it's a scam. I'll actually probably make a video about why it is a scam at some point, but that'll come later. My rule is this. If you are in worse shape than I am, do not give me money. It always bugs me when you have an artist who uses Patreon, but when you go to donate, you see they give to someone else's Patreon, and this creator is explicitly facing poverty, and that's why they have this. If you're in so much trouble that you need other people to step in and save you, you should be working on stabilizing your own situation, not giving to other people in the exact same situation. The people who have giant Patreons and do that doesn't really bug me, because in that case they're fine, and overflowing their Patreon beyond what they actually need is the audience trusting them to find people who are going to be good someday and kind of give them a little boost. That's fine, but if you're starving, don't donate to someone else. What the fuck are you doing? I came up with this rule about a week ago when I actually made my Patreon page and decided I was going to do it. And the criteria I came up with was, I am poor, but not facing the immediate threat of eviction or homelessness, meaning that people who are facing that don't get to give me money. But that line has moved, because I just got laid off. Officially, it was because of the coronavirus. I have my suspicions that's not entirely true. A couple of the higher-ups at work kind of had it out for me, and this company disproportionately does business with rich people, which would make you think we're kind of recession-proof. But whether it was an excuse or not, I have been fired, and I don't have much incentive to question it because I'm probably going to have to file for unemployment. And furlough due to the coronavirus is a lot more compelling than I ask uncomfortable questions at company meetings, which I kind of suspect is the actual issue here. I do have a couple months to figure this out. I have enough money for that. By which I mean I have enough credit for that. But whatever happens, I'm definitely going to have some free time on my hands for a while. And while the situation is going to get more and more desperate, it's also an opportunity to make some videos and capitalize on actually having an audience, even if it's only a couple hundred. I'm a little over halfway to criteria for monetization. That Giorno video is almost 20 minutes long, and I have blown past the requirements for watch time several times over. I have almost a year of watch hours now. The subscribers have slowed down, but they are still trickling in, and if I can make some good videos in the next couple weeks, I might be able to hit it relatively soon. I am choosing to interpret this as a sign. A lot of shit's going wrong right now. And while that hurts, it's also another way of saying this is a moment of incredible opportunity. And I'm going to be very unhappy with myself if I let it go to waste. If you're so inclined and financially stable, Patreon is definitely appreciated. Other than that, anyone who wants to help me out, really just watching my videos is all I can ask for. If you know anyone you think might like them and want to share them a bit, please do that as well. I keep getting the impression there is an audience for what I do here, I just can't seem to find those people. Trying to find that little sliver of the perfect boogie pop zone in between my interests and what is actually marketable. I thought I had that with the Giorno video when I made it. And that turned out to be true more than half a year later. Hopefully I can make a few videos that reach enough people that the ones who get what I like to do will actually find that content, but fuck, this is a system with a lot of goddamn randomness. And I'm trying to figure it out, but it is not easy. Okay, that about covers that. Time for the other announcement. And really quickly, if you were planning on giving me money, pause the video and go do that before I get to the other thing. God. If you are a child, a person with standards, or remotely invested in the idea that I am a respectable human being, video's over, just close it, pretend the rest of this never happened. But I am going to tell the rest of you, I have a second channel. I'm not entirely sure what I call the main channel, I usually just call it the main channel, but my name is Green. My second channel is called Green Black. It is intended as a bizarre catch-all for everything I make that is not suitable to the main channel. These videos have no consistency whatsoever, and that's kind of the point. Most of the videos are a weird combination of meandering stream of consciousness and me waging war on YouTube's content ID system. These videos are not for everyone. Even if someone likes some of them, they are basically guaranteed not to like all of them. They're very weird. Expect them to get a lot fucking weirder, to be completely honest. If you poke your head in there, don't like them, I encourage you to just step right out and never look back. You're probably wondering why you're just now learning about a channel that I've had for literally months. I made the decision to have a very hard line of separation between the two channels. This barrier only goes one way. Green Black can talk about the main channel as much as it wants. I want the main channel to basically not ever acknowledge that Green Black exists. I'm making an exception just to create a possibility for people to actually find the damn thing, but once it takes off, I'll probably set this video to private. The general plan is for the main channel to be where I have carefully crafted, super precise, consistent video essays, with Green Black being the place where I make weird shit more frequently. I was actually thinking about starting to promote the Black channel by doing a little Isaacan tie-in and making it a fun little Easter egg or something, but circumstances have taken away the privilege of being cutesy and indirect with my content. If anyone watching my stuff might like my other stuff, I need to just tell them about it. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. You don't have to fucking give me money, but I appreciate the views and comments more than I can even fucking say. If I'm going to get after this thing, now is the time to do it, and by God, I'm gonna try.